Hello, everyone. Welcome, obligatory associates, and we are here for the first day of the last week of summer camp. Sorry that I'm late. I started a bit late because yesterday my family came over for a nice little meal, and we had evening service and we watched a movie, and it was really fun. So I appreciate that, but it did go out late into the night a bit, so I naturally overslept. But I'm here now. So we are ready to go. If you're not familiar, World Anvil is hosting a summer camp, which ends this week. And that is technically it ends on Sunday. But it is a world building summer camp where we write lots of articles and we try to get people to explore their worlds and explore characters, explore places, and just get those words out into the world, in your world, on the page. So it's kind of like a wiki page for your world, but it's better than a wiki page. Then we have NaNoWriMo Summer Camp, which NaNoWriMo is in November, National Novel Writing Month, but they do have camps in April, which is spring, and in July, which is summer camp. And that is what we're doing right now. It's so hard to believe that it's the 25th already, and time is like speeding by. Personally, you can see this is the summer camp page for World Anvil. We also have our NaNoWriMo dashboard up. We did not even make it quite halfway with the NaNoWriMo word count goal, which we are using the words that we type in World Anvil to count towards the word goal in NaNoWriMo. My initial plan was to continue to redraft the first-person version of my novel, Troubled Beginnings, featuring Secret Agent Someone, but that kind of flew out the window. The month I thought would be a little bit clear, it's actually happened to be a bit busier than I expected, but I am thankful and grateful and blessed, so I appreciate all the blessings that God has given me, big and small. And I am thankful for every day, even though some days may be busy, some days may be hectic, some days may seem like, things aren't going as planned, but I do know all things work together for good. So, thank you to everybody who's watching these streams with me every morning. If you are in the Eastern time zone, it would be 8 a.m. Or in this case today it was like 8:10 because I was late. And thanks to those who are in other time zones watching it. I appreciate you guys so much as well. And thank you for those people who are on YouTube who watch it after the fact. And those people are much appreciated as well. All of you guys are wonderful, and I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you do to support me. Whether you follow me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube page, anything you do, anywhere, anytime, I am totally grateful for you, and I love you, and I thank you. Right now, I'm going to ask handsome co-host to put in the chat where you can follow me if you don't know. Thank you, handsome co-host. If you click that link there, it will go to my website, and you can find everywhere that I am online. As I said, this is the last week that I will be streaming for summer camp every day in the morning Eastern time, but hopefully I can still stream on Twitch a bit more because this was really fun, and I do appreciate you guys checking me out. And it was really nice to, talk to you guys every weekday and get some work done, get some words done, get some worlds done. I do want to go over what may happen in August. I think we touched it a bit, but I think I'm going to have some reading streams in August. So, as you may or may not know, I did sponsor one of the prompts in summer camp on World Anvil. And it was one of the leadership prompts of a character, which I love characters. It was this one, a great leader of their people. And I've seen a couple of entries come through, and I wanted to wait until August when the editing is over with so that I can make sure that I'm reading the articles at their best. And I'm going to ask all the people who submitted articles if they don't mind me reading them on stream. If they do, it's fine. If they don't mind, then I might stream, probably not every day, but I might stream maybe once or twice a week. I might just do it on the weekend, but I don't know exactly yet. I will let you guys know when and what I'm going to do, but I do have to judge those articles, and it's quite a bit. If we go to list all entries of the great leader of their people, let's see how many entries. Oh my chinny chin chin. It's 239 entries. That's a lot. And I'm sure that's not everybody, because summer camp is not over, and some people did not, some people did not submit yet. So I have a lot of work to do. And if I could do this on stream, that would be wonderful. But if I can't, it's fine. I will still update you guys and let you guys know. I think that it's great to showcase other people's work. I do see myself here, and I'm not going to choose myself. Where was it? I saw myself. Where was I? It was... Did I see that or no? I almost thought I saw my own article, and I was going to click it. This is so much. And these all look very interesting. Yeah, I skipped myself. I don't know how. Excuse me. I have allergies. These are some interesting names. And I'm just trying to find my own. I thought I saw me. I thought I was over in this column. I had a character named Jae-jun, which if you've been following me, you know that is kind of a cameo spy inspired by RM of BTS, aka Namjoon. There he is. Okay. So I just wanted to show you what happens when you click on those. They will go to their article page. And I'm, of course, not done with this. I'm not done with any prompts, which is like, I really need to shape up now because summer camp is like almost over. So if I don't do it now, I'm like not gonna do it. And I really do want to get diamond. That was what I planned on doing. That was what I put in my pledge. And if I can't, it's fine. I don't want to stress myself out too much, but I would love to do it, even if things aren't perfect. So we need to get into it. If we're really going to do this, we're gonna get into it right now. I have some sprinting channels up. If you would like to join my Discord server, handsome co-host, could you please put that in the chat as well? You can join my Discord server and you can sprint with me or just chat, and we have lots of fun. It's just a little small community of creative beings, and we like to do lots of things and have fun. It's not the busiest place online, but it is a nice cozy little place where you can have fun and talk to people and discuss creative things and share your creativity. So if you'd like to join that, feel free. What are we doing? You know what we're doing? We are going to look at the monstrous prompt. Let's get out of Winsome Horde. Winsome Horde is my medieval world. And we're going to get out of there, and we're going to go back to Secret Agent Someone's world. I'm going to reload these pages so that they can be in Secret Agent Someone's world. So the thing that we are trying to do is figure out monstrous prompts, and it's messed up, but I actually did not catch the stream, so I do not know what the monstrous prompts are. We were talking about it all month long, and monstrous was one of the most interesting categories that we were speculating about, and it's time to actually figure out what they're about. So okay, here they are. One is a species considered monstrous by some. Okay, so we're gonna go down to, I don't know why I keep clicking objects. Case files, summer camp 2022, monsters. And we're going to add a little quote here. And just make the stub articles for these. And that is a species, right? Yes, species. And we're gonna put TBA here as always. So then once we do this, we're just gonna create the article. And we're doing that just so that we can have it to work with. Then second one is a myth or urban legend about a monster. And I see that monsters in quotation marks, which means it doesn't have to be a real monster. It can even be a person, I'm sure, who is very monstrous. It could be about some tyrant king. It could be about myth legend. Ooh, my microphone. Okay, TBA. And that was myth legend, yes. So we're gonna create that article. Now we are going to the next prompt. A tradition which keeps monsters or bad luck away. So that's a ritual. Not quite. Quote. Alright, and this is TBA. Oh no, what happened? Okay. TBA as well. Ritual. Alright, and then we have a condition considered monstrous or unlucky by some. So that can be a condition, like a physical condition, some kind of medical condition, or it could be like a state of the mind, I feel like. Last time I did erasure, which is when the spies think that they're sent to the Styrax to be erased, and that was a creative one. Many people didn't think of that kind of condition before. Next prompt is an organization considered cruel or monstrous by some. Yes, we speculated that. Indeed, we speculated that. Because some of these organizations in real life are unfortunately quite monstrous. And without getting into... Oh, hello! Hi! Welcome, Diggs, by the way, 7. I appreciate you stopping by. So yes, to catch you up, we are looking at World Anvil's Summer Camp prompts. And this will be an organization. And this organization is an organization considered cruel or monstrous by some. So we are just making the stub articles TBA so that we can work on them later. I missed the stream on Saturday, so I do not even know what the prompts are. But we are figuring them out right now. And a lot of real life organizations can unfortunately be cruel and monstrous. And sometimes, like, even something that you might not think about, like an organization that's not being eco-friendly can be monstrous. Oh, we knew this was coming. The next one is a person considered villainous or monstrous. So that one will be interesting indeed. I love characters. If you don't know, I adore character development and looking at people, whether they are considered heroes or villains, is just interesting to know their mindset and explore them like they are people that exist. Oh, it's called, I think, character. Yep, there we are. And we create that article. And I wonder who I will focus on because, of course, there's a lot of monstrous people. Wild Zoo Guy was in the chat the other day, and he said, maybe General Orgato. I said he seems monstrous, but I, in truth, know that his bark is bigger than his bite. The last one is an artifact that embodies a hideous or monstrous idea. That is something to think about. It's an artifact that embodies a hideous or monstrous idea. So that can be anything, really. Artifact is an item. It's an item. So these are some things that we have cooking. And we'll reload the page so that we can see all of the articles that we just created. Summer Camp 2022, we have Monstrous. And all of them are there. If you notice, there are only 7 because there were 8 Expanse, 8 Leadership, 8 Discovery, and then 7 Monstrous. Altogether equaling 31 because there are 31 days in summer camp. 25 of which have already passed. So it's time to get crackin'. Because, yeah, I'm not really, I'm nowhere close. You know, I'm only halfway. Actually, not even halfway. I need to catch up a lot. And this monstrous category is giving me a lot of ideas. Let's see who some of them are sponsored by. Moonflower. Ooh. We have some earbuds for prize. For the species considered monstrous. A myth or legend about a monster is sponsored by Tillers. And $50 for the World Anvil Shop. Dogmite Hero Forge. Mudaphius? I don't know how to pronounce that. Drive-thru RPG or Frog God Games. Wow, that's a lot of choices. As I say, I don't really do these for the prizes, but it's good to see these prizes there and know that, like, these people will be reading the articles. And they'll be reading, like I talked about earlier, I have like almost 300 articles to read for the character article that I am sponsoring, which is the great leader of their people. Oh, it's right there. So that's going to be a task for me to try to get through in August, and hopefully we can do some readings on stream. But anyway, if I really want to get started, I should get started now. Which one of these is popping out to me? As I said, some of them are like making me think about Winsome Horde, which is my medieval fantasy world, but I'm trying to stay over here in my secret agent world and build secret agent someone. Let's see if I can find my summer camp 2021. I don't know if that was there. Okay, so this was last year. Last year I did quite well. And let's see how many I did in Winsome Horde. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only did 4. Oh, 5. I did 5 articles in Winsome Horde, so that's not bad. I felt like I was doing a lot this time because I have 2 articles in Winsome Horde. But that's obviously not bad because last time I did 5, so I should not be worried about that. Let's go back because this one is it's destroying my browser. The page is taking up too much RAM. Okay. So this one, right now I have 2 articles in Winsome Horde. So I feel like I should at least give myself the grace of doing 3 more in Winsome Horde this year, if they just can't fit in this secret agent world. Yeah. So this person considered villainous or monstrous. I know that I did at least have a stub article for General Regato, and I'm not sure if I finished it. If I finished General Regato's article and it has over, I think a stub article is, I don't remember how much a stub article is. Okay, let's see. Sub articles under 50 words. Okay, I don't think I'm able to do the General Regato article because I know that I think I wrote way more than 50 words in his article. Oh, this is the rank. There we go. General Regato. Ah, that's way more than 50 words. In fact, I did that for World Ember, which I can just briefly cover that. World Ember is like NaNoWriMo, actually, basically, because it's instead of having prompts to do and you have to submit an article of at least 300 words, they just say do anything, do world building, go write words, and you have a word goal of I think 10,000 words. So it's not as bad as World Anvil, but I mean it's not as bad as NaNoWriMo, which NaNoWriMo is not bad. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying NaNoWriMo's goal is 50,000 words, but that's just because you're trying to write a whole novel. This is just world building, so they're like, you might not need to, do 50,000 words of world building. Leave those words for your novel. So, World Ember is after NaNoWriMo. So, first, October is kind of like Nano Prep Month, and then we go into NaNoWriMo, which is November. Then in December, they do this world building, not summer camp, world building run in the whole month of December, so that you can world build. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Will I stream every day? Don't know, but these are some of the articles that I made in World Ember. So you can just do whatever you want for World Ember and let the words count for your 10,000 words. But yes, the reason why I came here was because I cannot do the General Regato article because he is already written. And that's okay because there are other monstrous people about. Way more monstrous people about. A person considered villainous or monstrous. I'll think on it. Species. A species considered monstrous by some. So, if you do know, Will-O-Wisp does do some experiments and genetic alterations of species sometimes. And that can be a thing to look into, or we can just, it could be plants or animals. Remember, both of those are considered species. In fact, some people consider humans quite monstrous, and humans can be quite monstrous. And I do know that my human article is not 50 words. My current human article is, let's just see what it is. Because I really don't like to really go into too much stuff like that, because that's something that exists in our world. So all my human article says is general human beings such as you and I. Or maybe you aren't one, sorry for assuming. That's literally all my human article says. And I think that I want to keep it short and to the point like that, because it's trying to be comical, but it's also trying to say, you know what a human is. If you don't, you can Google it. Because humans are in our real world, and I don't want to do too much world building of real world things, because then it's not world building, it's just kind of just putting facts into the page, and I don't think that that's necessary. Ritual. Tradition which keeps monsters or bad luck away. I am thinking already, maybe there's something that agents do so that if they think that this thing that they do may avert the chances of them getting sent to the Styrax, maybe. That's something to think about, because I did have a lot of articles last year talking about how agents are scared of the Styrax and they do not want to go. The Styrax is basically an island that is supposed to be a paradise island where agents go to heal if they get severely injured and stuff like that. But the thing is, nobody ever comes back from there, so agents are kind of scared of it. We worked on it a bit, and we still do have to do some more work. We have the prison sector, the weapons sector, and the experiment sector. Did we finish the prison sector and the experiment sector? Yes, we finished the prison sector, experiment sector. Yes, we did, and we even did art for the experiment sector. So there's not another settlement, so we can't work on weapons sector. But I don't mind, because we can always do it some other time. Organization considered cruel or monstrous by some. I do know that we did the Nullendale plastics, but I do think that we already as you see, this is a photograph that I took. Unfortunately, it is a real photograph of plastic tangled up in trees, which is not very good. So this is just in fact, that was supposed to be a material, and then this is supposed to be just the district. So I don't think that I have the actual company. Oh, you know what else I could do? I could do Bevy Corp. Bevy Corp is Ned Bevy's. No, I think that I probably did Bevy Corp already. Yeah, organization. Bevy Corp. Bevy Corp is yep. This was the summer camp entry last year. Ned Bevy is kind of not good, so no. But we can still do the Nullendale plastics because it is considered cruel or monstrous. And then we can talk about how they wanted to revamp their. So if you don't know, I did an audio escape room for the Escape This podcast, folks. Very nice. And it was basically about them, but I transposed their names and made them into anagrams of Brenda and Darius Nullendale, when it's actually Bill and Danny. Bill Sunderland and Danny Siller. But yeah, I kind of put them in my world, and they owned a plastics company in Australia, and they realized that their plastic was polluting, but Ned Bevy tried to get them to do a business deal, and when they wanted to rescind the agreement, then he wanted to get rid of them. So we can talk about the Nullendale Plastics Company, and we can talk about how they changed their company to be eco-friendly so that they won't be considered cruel or monstrous. So that's an idea. Item. An artifact that embodies a hideous or monstrous idea is something that is very intriguing. Because it could be an artifact like, oh no, don't touch the lamp. Something bad might happen, you know, or it could actually be like a little statue of a monster or a person even that's monstrous. And then we have the condition considered monstrous or unlucky. There's a lot, and I'm not sure what I want to work on. I will just go to the Nellendale Plastics since I have it in my head and I have that as an idea. I think I want to just work on that so that we can get some words on the page. Let us get some music. So, some people have complained about the music being quite loud, and my voice being quite low. So, we are going to make sure that the music is turned down a bit so that it does not overpower my voice. So that's like really, really low background music. I can't hear it very well. I can still hear the beat. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you guys are there, just let me know if you cannot hear me in the chat. And what we are about to do is just type a bit about the Nellendale Plastics company. Oh, should I start a sprint? Yes. So I know it's like 8:50 here in the Eastern Time Zone, which means it's supposed to be 10 minutes until the stream ends, but I've only been streaming for about 37 minutes because I was late. So I think that I can end the stream in about 20 minutes, give or take. We can do a sprint for 10 minutes though. And if you'd like to sprint with me, my Discord server is open, and also we're sprinting in the World Anvil Discord to see if anybody joins us. I think that Handsome Co-host already put the link in the chat, but if you can do it again for those who may have joined us late, there we go. If you care to join us in our server, it's a nice little nook of creative beings who like to share their work and encourage each other and talk about fun stuff. So feel free to join that. But we are going to sprint right now and talk about the Nellendale Plastics Company. Alright, so let's see. We'll tag Brenda. And Darius. My hands are not lined up correctly. Okay. And we'll just edit this bit. Okay. We can talk about how Ned Bevy tried to buy them out. We can talk about how they have changed their ways and they have changed the name of the company. But we will make the new company a different article because technically this is the bad company. They weren't too bad. It was just that their plastics were polluting, you know, as plastics do. And then they saw that their plastics with their logo was polluting water and trees. They said, you know what? We don't want to make these anymore. We want to make sustainable packaging. about to say once upon a time. We're going to go down to history. Let's see. Dissolution date. I haven't really put the date here, but it is no longer running because they changed their agenda. So leader, I will just have to say Darius. But we did request in World Anvil that Demetrius add 2 leaders because one for this very purpose. I said that I did have a husband and wife duo who are running a company, and I guess we just have to have Darius do it. But yeah, some other people were also talking about that, but it's totally fine. We can just have Darius lead it. I will just put human here because humans are responsible for the plastic, so they are the related species. Organization structure, culture, public agenda, history, disbandment. Alright, disbandment. We'll just talk about this since we know what we're gonna say. Wrong article. Can Ned Bevy be trusted? No, he cannot. Okay. Okay, and what we can do... Oh, I forgot to click loop on this. And since that song is over, that means that our sprint is almost over. I need to go to... find the Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous, because this is the plot of Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous, which is the audio escape room that I did. And we're just going to go to the end of that article, and we're just going to link the block. Article block. And then we're going to have it where if they want to read more, they can learn more about it here. And how many words was that? 301. Ha! We just did it. Okay. I'll just say 301. Oh, we did not join. Never mind. Alright. Alright, and we're gonna put inside bar that it is work in progress. And we are going to publish it so it is not a draft. And then we're going to organization considered cruel or monstrous by some. Hey, I realized that an organization connected to a natural phenomenon can be the new Nellendale company. Nellendale Packaging Company. We can go there since we know it. Let's see, company. What is it? Corporation business. Corporation manufacturing. There we go. Alright, and we are going to, so that we can have some more articles that we're doing. Let's see. We can do another sprint. Okay, sprint 10 now. Join. Alrighty. So we're going to go to our stub articles from, was it, Expanse? Yes, organization connected to a natural phenomenon. We were thinking about those burr monitors, these people that were monitoring the burrs, but the problem with them is I realized that it's not really a, it's not at all a natural phenomenon, because if you don't know, the burrs, these track burrs, are little genetically modified plants that Willow has created to kind of attach to people who are walking by and try to track them. This is implemented on the Fly Trap Island, which is where criminals are sent, weapons are sent, and dangerous experiments are sent. And they don't want anybody to escape, and they don't want anybody to come onto the island and steal experiments and weapons. So that's what those track burrs are for. That's not really natural, because those are edited, altered life forms. So we are not going to have that being the organization. We're going to make the Nellendale Packaging Company. I am not trying to do that. And this would be manufacturing as well. But this is going to try to be sustainable manufacturing. We are going to delete this little idea that we had, and we are going to tell about the Nellendale Plastics Company. Alright, so I'm gonna have to just say Darius again because really it's Darius's family, but they are joint owners. And this is also a human-related species because this is the good thing that humans can do. Oh, predecessor organization would be the Nullville Plastics Company. What else can we talk about here? Because the sprint will be over soon. We don't really have all that. Not diplomacy, no. We don't have all that kind of stuff. We're just gonna stay in the generic tab. How many words do we have? 259. We just need 31. 41 more words. Yes. So how can we do this? Assets. Alright. 305. Alright, we're good. Okay. So we did 305 and then we did 301 first and then we did 305. So that is 606. And we're going to update our nano goal, or nano progress. Ah, what am I doing? Alright. Pretty good. We got 2 articles out. And we're going to go ahead and make this not a draft. And we are going to publish it and make it the organization connected to a natural phenomenon. Okay. And we did not make any art or anything, but we are going to put a work in progress over here. And we are going to look at the article. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do the Font Awesome icons. So, let's turn that music off and close these sprints. We are just going to go to, there's a little cute little thing where you can go to Font Awesome or RPG Awesome and find an icon for it. Let's see if I search factory, what will come up. Yes. So, I didn't even spell it correctly. It came up anyway, though. Let's see. This is the packaging company, which is good, but, so then the plastics company was the predecessor. And we'll make that one look like this little industry windows. Why is it trying to tell on my information? Google autofill. Okay. There we go. An organization considered cruel or monstrous by some. And it has a cute little logo there. Next, we're going to find like a recycling symbol or something like that. That's so simple. Let's see if there's something else. Nope. So we'll just do this. We'll go with that. And view that. There's a cute little logo there. So let's go to the home page and we will see the articles that we have up. See these little things? They have the cute little icons there. And I think we're done for this stream. Let's reload and see what we have now. We have 14 of 31, so we're almost halfway there. Thank you guys for joining me today while we talked about stuff and sprinted a bit and explored the monstrous prompts. We have quite a bit to go, but I believe that we can do it. Remember, I am streaming, not screaming. I'm streaming every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And it would be great for you guys to join me again sometime. Feel free to chat, or feel free to lurk, or feel free to watch those streams afterwards. Whatever you decide to do. I thank you so much, always. And you guys have a blessed day, and happy camping. right, see you later.